How's everybody tonight? Everybody well? Glad to hear. Glad you're here. Glad to be here. It's another awesome night. What a great night for a fair. And so let's just sit back and enjoy. I'm going to share my testimony throughout the whole evening, sing music that you will probably recognize, probably music that you may not know, that might be stuff that we've done. But there's just a whole bunch of different things that we're going to do. So I hope you enjoy a wide variety of different things that we're going to do. But so don't sit back and just be a non-participant. If you feel like worshiping and praising and singing, highly encourage that. So thank you much. I got a clapper right there. Good job. That's good. Thank you. Oh Lord my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the worlds thy hands have made. Y'all know this one. I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe display. Then sings my soul, then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art, how great thou art. And when I think that God his Son not sparing sent him to die, I scarce can take it in, that on the cross my burden gladly bearing, he bled and died to take away my sins. Yeah, he took away my sins. When Christ shall come, we shall surround the nation. Take me home, with joy shall fill my heart. Then I shall bow in humble adoration, and there proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Sing along. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, yes, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, 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 how great thou art. God is great, isn't he? Praise the Lord. Give him all the glory with your hands. It's not about me, it's all about him. I'm going to do one that you probably recognize, this one as well. This is one of those that was made popular a long time ago by a man named Chris Mullins? I believe it was Chris Mullins. So if you know this one, sing along with it. We're just starting you up with some praise and worship, and hopefully that you're getting your juices revved up, because we just want you to be as interactive as possible. It's not about me. This is not about entertainment. This is all for the glory of God, and that's why we do this. When he rolls up his sleeves, he ain't just putting on the Ritz. You guys know this? There was thunder in his footsteps and lightning in his fist. And the Lord wasn't joking when he kicked him out of Eden. It wasn't for no reason that he shed his blood. His return is very close, and so you better be believing. Our God is an awesome God. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. How many think God is awesome? Every hand better be raising. When the sky was starless in the void of the night, our God is an awesome God. He spoke into the darkness and created the light. Our God is an awesome God. The judgment and wrath he poured out on Sodom, the mercy and grace he gave us at the cross, I hope that we have not too quickly forgotten. Our God is an awesome. Sing it loudly. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. This is your part. I want you to sing it. Everybody sing it. Our God
is an awesome God. He reigns
louder
from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God.
Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns with wisdom and power. Our God is an awesome God. Our God is an awesome God. Our God is an awesome God. What an awesome night it is. What an awesome God we serve. Who's happy to live in the country of the United States of America? It is only in this country that we can do things like this in a free way to worship freely, in a free way to be in an awesome event at a fair. We can enjoy this great outdoors that God has created. My name is Dusty Workman, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about my journey and in music. I've been in music ever since I've been this little. Played drums mostly. I used to play in a country band called Dixie Road. Dixie Road is a, look at there, some Dixie Road fans from 400 years ago. That's great. Anyway, Dixie Road was a country band, and we played a lot of fairs just like this. We did a lot of really cool things, played a lot of big-time shows, little shows. It was just all sorts of fun. But what happened in that, and we started to get some more and more success, and we played with big acts in country music, and we played bigger events, and the radio shows and the different events that we did started to take off, and we started to get radio play, and we started to do a lot of big things. And by the world standards, we were making it. We were rapidly becoming a successful country music band. But what was happening for me is while we were being successful in this country music career, Dusty Workman was focused on that and that only. And so my relationship with God and my relationship with family suffered. It was put on the back burner. And so I was focused on me, on what the music career was doing for me. And thankfully, God convicted me in my heart. And he said, look, you can have what you're chasing, or you can have me. And thankful that God convicted me. And I chose to walk away from that country music group. Now, when I came back, I'm like, well, God gave me a talent to sing and to play and to do music, and so I'm walking away, so what am I supposed to be doing? And so I went to Nashville, recorded a few Christian music songs, and it wasn't to become Michael W. Smith and to become a big-time Christian music artist and to just get back on the road and travel. But my motive and my goal was to use the music that God gave me to share the gospel of Jesus Christ, to make a difference, for an eternal difference in people's lives, rather than doing it for my own glory. And so that's why I'm here and what I'm doing. And so I'm going to share my testimony throughout the very beginning of music. Now, in those early days in music, we used to do all sorts of rock and roll and country and stuff that you probably recognize and like. That's good music, good stuff. It's amazing how music can take you right back to a particular place in time. But for me, it started back, I used to have a little longer hair. I grew up in the 80s, and so you can see why I have a bald spot right here. That's because that long hair pulled my hair out of the top of my head. That's what happened. But anyways, I'm going to just take you back on a little journey of some of the music that I used to sing that you may recognize. And then I will bring you back into the music that I do now, and that's to glorify God in the Christian music that I do. So this is just a little evidence of the journey and the music that I have come through. Anybody ever heard of that song? Restless hearts sleep alone tonight, sending all my love along the wire. They said the road ain't no place to start a family. Right down the line, it's been you and me. Loving and music, man, ain't always what it's supposed to be. Oh, girl, you stand by me. I'm forever yours, faithfully. Hey, back in those, anybody ever go to concerts back in those days? What did you hold up? You hold up lighters. Nowadays, what is it? It's cell phones. Kids hold up cell phones. It's not lighters anymore. Y'all sing along if you know this part. Oh, 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 and all those places and all those journeys that we played in, we did a lot of gimmicky stuff. We did a lot of funny things, and we did a lot of things to just try to entertain the crowd. And every now and then, we do something as a joke. Can I borrow that? We do something as a joke, and it just kind of sticks. This is one of those things that just never left us. People started to ask for it, and we just did it as a joke one time, and now all of a sudden, it's one of those things.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me, for you. And I think to myself, yeah, what a wonderful world.
Y'all know Louis?
I see skies of blue, clouds so white.
You know, I tell you, it just never ceases to amaze me. Everyone loves that song more than any song that I do. Like, oh, that was a great one right there. And then, remember, I used to have the long-haired mullet, and I used to sing in the 80s, and I didn't sing like a real man, I sang like a girl. So I sang all those high songs in the 80s. Anyone ever heard of Styx? Anyone ever heard of that song right there? I'm sailing set an open course for the virgin sea, and I've got to be free, free to face the life that's ahead of me. On board, I'm the captain, so climb aboard. We'll search for tomorrow on every shore, and I'll try, oh Lord, I'll try to carry on. Well, that's about it. I tell you, that's a little bit of my evidence of Journey and the music that we used to do, and kind of traveling and doing all that stuff. All those, did anyone recognize any of those songs right there? I wrote none of those. None of them. Not one. Hey, you see this gentleman right over here? This is something kind of new to you and all the counties around Kansas and all around. And I just want to tell you a little bit about it. How many of you, though, have a computer? Anybody with the internet? All right, well, here we go. Nowadays, my in-laws, and I'm not going to tell you who they are, Junior and Cheryl, don't have that yet, but they will maybe someday. Maybe after this, they'll do that. They can watch stuff. But if you look at his shirt, in the back of it, it says mctvlive.com, mctvlive.com. What they do is they do and record all sorts of things like this in all counties around Kansas. And if you go to mctvlive.com and you click on that, there's a map there. You can click on your very individual county or place that you want to look at, and there's events just like this all over. This guy right here is doing a great service, providing entertainment so people can go back and watch it later or do things. I don't know if it's live streaming or if it's always going, but almost live streaming. But if you go there, you can see this. You may be able to see parts of this concert and other things that are around. So I want to introduce you to that. So mctvlive.com. That guy right there is just going around and doing things like that. So anyway, so